Hello and welcome to Louisville Now. We are absolutely live. If you're watching from your office or at home, you have time to come join us right now. That's what Louisville Now is all about. It is Food Truck Wednesday. What is Food Truck Wednesday? Well, it's delicious food, a lot of nice people, entertainment, a lot going on here. You may remember way back in the day, it was one of the classics that you had to read when you were in junior high or in high school, A Movable Feast. Do you remember that book, A Movable Feast, by Ernest Hemingway? Well, that was about Paris in the 20s. This is different, but it is certainly a movable feast because these trucks are on the move, delicious food, as I said, and nothing but a good time on a beautiful day here in Louisville. With me now is Baron Jones. He is the event coordinator with HB Productions, and you work in partnership with the Louisville Downtown Partnership, right?
Yes, directly with Louisville.
Okay, Baron, so tell me a little bit about Food Truck Wednesday and what you hope to accomplish here.
So Food Truck Wednesday, what we do is we give the food truck somewhere to where they can work with ABC, the Health Department of Fire, in terms of getting information on what they need to keep the vehicles licensed to serve in the Louisville metro area, as well as to give them something to show the people what they serve and what type of food, and kind of show up and show out.
And Baron, it's become quite a tradition. I think folks who work downtown, it's somewhat of a perk for people who work downtown because it's like, hey, I've got something to do for lunch. It shows us the allure of downtown and also some of the diverse, delicious food that we have, right?
Definitely, as well as we try to create an atmosphere for them. We have some games and stuff like that at the table, as well as music we play. Try to create an atmosphere for them to sit down and be able to enjoy the downtown area.
All right, so if you would, Baron, this is what everyone's interested in. Yes, the entertainment's great, the sunshine, it's beautiful, but tell us about some of the food trucks that participate.
So some of the food trucks today, we have a nice little lineup. We have a Ramiro's Cantina, has some great tacos and burritos. We have Mama Rose's Cajun Kitchen, some good Cajun food. I think we have we also have some Jamaican flavor out here, Craig's Jerk Thing. So we try to mix it up and have a lot of different flavors out here. So each week we switch it up, and it's working out great so far.
And if you're wondering where we're located, I invited you, but I failed to tell you exactly where we are. So we're on 4th Street between Jefferson and Market. The food trucks are lined up, the entertainment, they're playing as we speak. And this is something for you, Baron. I would think this has to be rewarding. When you see people downtown, we're trying to revitalize downtown. This is a big part of the equation, a big part of the answer, right?
Definitely. And it definitely is bringing people out, and I love what it's doing. We also have we do on the 4th, we do a work perk to give the people down here some type of work perk. So last week we had some popcorn, Froggy's Popcorn came out. So it's definitely starting to fill out, and the feedback we're getting is something that they enjoy. So we definitely love to keep it going.
So we're going to be talking to Rebecca Flyshaker, but as far as the Louisville Downtown Partnership, this is really part of the mission. It's not only to, yes, form partnerships with businesses and entities that want to be a part of this vibrant downtown, but it's also about entertaining folks, and as you mentioned, the perks.
Right.
Tell me about some of the other events that you coordinate. You mentioned a few there, but let's talk about that.
We also, with LDP, they do a silent disco in September. We have a silent disco, which also comes with a trunk or treat. We do this down here. We did something on Thursday, so we're trying to bring that back and do a few different things. Something more on a Friday to kind of bring people out, get ready for the weekend, enjoy themselves.
I would think, Baron, for you as the event coordinator, this is rewarding, though, isn't it? When you see everybody having fun on a beautiful summer day, this is what it's all about, right?
That's definitely what it's about. Seeing the people come down here, smile, and enjoy themselves, playing the games, and just kind of hanging out. It makes it all worth the while. That's a success in itself right there.
Okay, Food Truck Wednesday once again. So, personal preference. Which food truck do you head to, or do you try to hit them all?
I try to hit them all, but today I think I'm going to Ramiro's Cantina. I think I got room for a nice big burrito today.
Yeah, those burritos look delicious. And what's interesting about this is the folks who are involved here really committed to health and safety. We're going to talk about that with Grace Ellis. But people wonder, okay, these food trucks, they are beyond safe. They're beyond healthy. It's a really, if you're thinking about good food that's good for you, clean, it's all here.
It's definitely here. Like you said, we have Metro, ABC down here, the health department's here, as well as the fire department. One place they can make an appointment and get everything kind of, like you said, finalized and done on their truck in one place.
All right, Baron, we're going to let you go. I know you've got to go to work. He is the event coordinator here. And once again, Food Truck Wednesday, it's Louisville Now. So come on down and join us again between Jefferson and Market on 4th Street. The food trucks are here. The entertainment's here. We need you here. We'll be right back on Louisville Now. And welcome back to Louisville Now. It is Food Truck Wednesday, one of the perks of working downtown. And the person who is really responsible for making downtown vibrant, certainly a big part of that, is Rebecca Flyshaker. She is Executive Director of the Louisville Downtown Partnership. Rebecca, we've chatted quite a bit. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We can't beat the weather. You know, a lot of things are dependent on the weather, and it's a beautiful day.
Yes, so we do things rain or shine, hot or cold, and it's really nice today. It's sun shining and it's not that hot, so it's great Food Truck Wednesday.
Yep, and we are live, so come on down if you're watching from your office. Again, Jefferson and Market right here on 4th Street. Rebecca, you know, I know it's important, partnerships with businesses, etc., bringing people back downtown, but a big part of that is to make it enjoyable. Tell me a little bit about Food Truck Wednesday, its history, where it originated, and what you see. What does it do for downtown?
Yeah. So when I started 3 years ago, we had an issue with there not being enough restaurants to feed the large conventions that were in town. We were seeing long lines waiting for lunch and coffee, and which is nice to see so many people, but painful to know that they are coming in town and having to wait so long. So we worked with the Louisville Tourism, and we came up with Wednesday because it's the day that we have the most conventioneers in town. And really, how do we get this festive atmosphere here? We have music playing every Wednesday. It's 11 to 2. We got picnic tables. We want you to come and enjoy being downtown. If you're in the office, we want to encourage you to come to the office. If you're not in the office, be able to enjoy different variety of food trucks every week and be able to just have fun and bring coworkers and enjoy downtown in a different way. You get to walk down the middle of 4th Street and hang out and enjoy music, and it's just something that's a little break in the day. And it's been a wild success. It's been the fastest thing we got going, and it's been the most successful event we've had.
You mentioned something I didn't realize. There was actually a need. You were saying we needed more available, delicious food. You've got it here, so it was functional. But then again, as you said, it's also entertaining, and it gives you a community feel. You come down here, maybe you haven't seen some folks in a while.
Yeah.
Maybe you can say to someone who works in another office, hey, meet me down there for Food Truck Wednesday, right?
So we are still trying to get people to come back to the office. I say I want people 4 days a week working in the office. For the people that want to be able to come downtown, having things to do out and about, make it more enjoyable. We need each other. We're social beings. What are the things that Louisville Downtown Partnership can do to help make that happen? And so Food Truck Wednesday is one of them.
Yeah, this is one of them, and let's talk a little bit about other perks.
Yeah.
You have work perks
Yeah.
that take place. Tell me about some of those, Rebecca.
Downtown Work Perks is just our chance to say we love you, we want you to be downtown. It takes place once a month, the 4th Wednesday of the month at Food Truck Wednesday, where we just give away a different giveaway every month, usually with a branded bag with our really pretty downtown fleur-de-lis that's on the banners, and it's a chance to say thank you. We want you to come in town. It's something that we think would incent you to be in the office on that day. If you can't tell, what the things that we're doing are try to get you to be in the office. We want you to be productive. We want you to do your job, but we want you to be with your coworkers. We want you to run into people that you see on the street that you don't always get to see when you're at home and say, oh yeah, I meant to talk to you about XYZ, or oh, we need to make a meeting to be able to talk about that. We feel better when we say hi to people.
Yeah, and one of the elements that makes downtown more attractive is, of course, art. And whenever you go to a vibrant city, you're going to see art. Louisville is no different. You're very proud of the art scene here, right?
Very, very proud. The performing arts have been amazing for decades. What we're trying to do is get a little bit more surprising pops of color and whimsy out on the street. So as part of our placemaking, we're more plants, more murals, more street banners, and this year, brand new, we have a rotating temporary art installation. It is something different. It is 3D. It's interactive. That is in different public spaces around downtown. So when you're walking around and you run into, right now it's over at Slugger Field, oversized bat, a picture frame, and a big ball, and you can crank. Usually there's a crank, and music comes out. And so it's like, take me out to the ball game. I think one of the early ones we did was a big fire hydrant with a dog bone shaped bench, and you cranked it and it was Who Let the Dogs Out. So it's always something fun and surprising. You never know when you're going to see it, but every time it's picked up, 6 to 8 weeks it's on the street, we're putting something else down. It's really important to make, again, you come to downtown and be able to visualize and experience it differently on the street.
For those who are a little bit older like myself, we remember the drive-in and a little nostalgia. But when I think about a drive-in, I don't think about downtown. Maybe I better change my mind, right?
You definitely should change your mind. So this is a drive-in, I'm putting that in quotations. It's in an amphitheater, Brown-Forman Amphitheater at Waterfront Park. You're not driving in, but you're sitting in an outdoor seated area. We've got an inflatable screen. We do this once or twice a month on select Fridays from May to October, and we show movies. And John, I'm going to say it's probably one of the second most successful things we've done. It is 400 to 500 people show up. You bring a picnic if you want. You can buy beer. You can buy popcorn. We always have some refreshments there. But it's a place to gather with other people, but to have it be in another setting that you don't normally get to be in and experience a fun movie.
As Executive Director of Louisville Downtown Partnerships, you have so many programs, a lot of moving parts here. Maybe you can tell us, Rebecca, about some of the programs you're very proud of, maybe some of the innovations that are yet to come.
Well, the most visible thing that people would know is our ambassadors. So our men and women in orange shirts that help keep our streets welcoming and clean. They provide a safety presence just by their mere visibility. We're always trying to increase that number. We did double that number 2 years ago through very generous donations from Louisville Tourism and Humana and the city. Those donations won't stick around forever, so we're trying to figure out how we can keep them around. I want to be at 50 ambassadors that are walking around because everybody comments on how helpful they are. You feel better when you are in a public space and you see them. So that's one thing that I think we're trying to do. Another thing we've just launched is our Downtown Tunes program. So we've got 4 pianos in public spaces around downtown. We already have plans to double that next year. The pianos are out from May to October. They get tuned twice a year. They were designed and painted by students at J. Graham Brown School and Francis Parker School, which is really nice. They're downtown schools. They got to be part of owning this program. And if you walk by them, you will see people playing the piano, and usually are pretty good, who just happen to be walking by. So it's another whimsical surprise. Yes, it's art. It's actual pieces of art on the street, but activating the street and the public space and how we say, we want you to be here. You're meant to be here. This is a space that's taken care of. So sit down and stop by and hang out for a while. It's like reinventing the art of hanging out.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, on behalf of the entire crew here
Yeah.
for Louisville Now, and of course the community, thanks for all you do. Rebecca Fleischaker, again, Executive Director, Louisville Downtown Partnerships. Thanks for all you do, keeping Louisville a fun place to live. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hi there! I love connecting with nature, some alone time, good food, and spending time with you. Find your perfect mate with Louisville Metro Animal Services. Schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to Louisville Now. Food Truck Wednesday, okay? You know a little bit about Food Truck Wednesday. Be a part of it. We are between Market and Jefferson on 4th Street. Come on down and join us. There's entertainment, delicious food trucks, and health and safety is number one, not only for the mayor, but for you and your family. Grace Ellis joins us now, and she is you're the food inspector here, is that correct?
Yes, environmental health specialist, and that's one of my jobs, inspect food trucks.
You know, I saw you at work, and I'm curious about your job as a food inspector. This is a little bit different. When you're, coming in a restaurant is one thing, but going into a food truck where people are working as we speak, what do you look for, Grace?
Well, basically the same things. We concentrate on risk factors to foodborne illnesses, whether it's a restaurant or whether it's a food truck. They have to follow the same basic rules. The equipment's a little different, but we want them to keep food hot, keep food cold. They have to have a way to do that. We want them to cook food to the right temperature. We want them to be able to clean and sanitize. Those are 3 risk factors so far. We want personal hygiene, meaning we want them to wash their hands. We want them to have policies in place that they don't come to work sick with foodborne illnesses or with vomiting, diarrhea symptoms. And we also want their food to come from an approved source. So we don't want the same as a restaurant. You don't want to make food at home unless you have a food service permit at your house. So those are the same basic things. It's just it's kind of a more enclosed, a smaller place to deal with.
So I took a look around. Ramiro's behind us, and of course all of these food trucks, they look impeccably clean. Okay, so you are definitely doing a good job. Tell me a little bit about how do you visit each food truck location? How often do you see them? How are they graded?
Okay, so with the food trucks, they are assigned to various inspectors that we have at the health department. We have an area and we have assigned food trucks. So we go basically go to the places where they are so we can do their inspections when they operate. So I didn't do all of them today, but some of them have already been done. We do them twice a year, like we do a restaurant. So we kind of basically say, hey, where you're going to be operating. We kind of may follow them on social media to see where they will be so we can do their inspections.
Okay. So when folks are curious about, okay, does this food truck pass inspection? Where would they look? Do they go online? Can they see it here available at the food truck?
Yeah, they can. They can go online, but we also post placards in their windows so they could get an A, a B, or a C placard. Basically, on their routine inspections, it'll be an A or a C. If they fail 2 inspections in a row, and we do that follow-up for that, that would be a B. Or if we've had to close the truck, unfortunately sometimes we do, then that would be a B when we come back. So they can look at the placards and post it on their trucks, same as they would a restaurant, and they can see what score they have.
Well, on behalf of the folks who are watching here, we appreciate what you do.
You're welcome.
I would think it's pretty rewarding for you to come out to like a food truck Wednesday, see people enjoying food that is both flavorful and healthy, correct?
Yes, it is. It is. It's rewarding. I eat out, family eats out, and so I want them to be safe, and so I also want the public to be safe too.
Are you impressed with the variety that we have here? Here in Louisville, I think we're very proud of the diversity we have, not only in the population and communities, but in the food. I mean, when you have diverse foods from different ethnicities, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I brag on Louisville. When I go out of town to places, I brag on Louisville. One, I am an inspector, so I pretty much know that my coworkers and myself, we're doing a job of keeping the public safe. But plus the variety, like you said, of food. So I brag when I go to places, I say, hey, Louisville's a foodie town. It has good food, it has diverse food, good chefs. I mean, in the food truck industry and along with the restaurants, I think Louisville is doing a good job.
So Grace, do you have a chance to maybe sample some of the wares here? I hope you do.
Well, maybe not today. I got to go somewhere.
You're working today.
But yeah, I'm working. But we do eat out, so.
With the Department of Public Health and Wellness, I want to make sure I get that. Once again, this is Grace Ellis, and she is the food inspector. So you can feel good when your family, your kiddos come on down to a food truck Wednesday and enjoy the food trucks or at any event. I don't know how many events there are in Louisville, but my goodness.
We have a lot of events, and if they should ever have questions or a problem, or they felt like something did happen at an event, unfortunately, that does happen too, then they can call and contact our office, and we can go out and make an investigation.
All right, keeping people healthy and safe. Grace, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
All right, Grace Ellis, once again, she's the food inspector. Feel good about what you eat. I promise you that. It is delicious, I promise you this. So come on down again, Food Truck Wednesday, between Market and Jefferson on 4th Street. If you're watching us live, then come on down and join us. Copper wire theft is robbing us of our safety. Thieves are targeting our essential infrastructure, darkening roadways, disrupting emergency services, shutting down internet networks, and causing over $1 million in damages just last year. Copper wire theft is illegal. Mayor Craig Greenberg's Copper Wire Theft Task Force is getting results, but your help is needed. If you see something suspicious, call Crime Stoppers at 502-582-CLUE. You could get a $5,000 reward.
Hey, I'm so excited to meet you. I love running in the park, belly rubs, long walks on the beach, and spending time with you. Find your perfect mate with Louisville Metro Animal Services. Schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to Louisville Now. We are coming to you from Food Truck Wednesday. We're absolutely live, so you can join us between Jefferson and Market on 4th Street. With me now is Katie Nelson, and she is the Director of Events at Waterfront Park, and they have a big event, as you can imagine, coming up this Friday. Also, Juju is with us, Juju Papier. He's going to kind of run the entertainment at this big event. Katie, we talk often. So good to see you.
We do. Good to see you, my friend. Excited to be here.
I love what you're doing at Waterfront Park. For those who have not visited, I think, first of all, let's talk about some awards here.
Yeah.
Best waterfront walk in the country, right?
Yeah, by USA Today. We got that notification not too long ago, actually during the flood. So it was kind of awkward timing, but it worked out. We have a beautiful riverfront, and we just want to thank everybody in the city for voting for us, because Waterfront is absolutely deserving of that title. And we have some great new t-shirts that we produced for this, and they're online on our website or at any event that we do, so you can purchase one of those. But it is a great title to have. We're honored We've been nominated year after year, and finally we got number one. So,
All right, 4th of July.
4th of July.
All right, let's talk about this because a lot of folks, I think there is now a void that needs to be filled. We missed Thunder over Louisville.
You're
but
exactly right.
You're going to fill it.
Yeah, we're going to fill it. I was devastated for Kentucky Derby Festival, for all the vendors, all the sponsors, for our city. And I think everyone has just been wanting some fireworks. So we're going to give you some. So from a barge on the Ohio River, right in front of the Big Four lawn, we'll have the Big Four Bridge lit red, white, and blue, of course, with a wonderful fireworks display to end the night. So if you're going to do fireworks on July 4th, the safe thing to do is come down to Waterfront Park and leave it up to professionals and let us handle all that. So, yeah, we're excited.
Katie Nelson, I promise you, is the best. She'll make sure that you have a good time with the help of this man. He's a professional. Juju of Juju Presents.
Yes.
Okay, Juju, entertainment-wise, when they come down to the waterfront on the 4th of July, what are they going to see? How are they going to feel?
Yeah,
Talk about the vibe.
It's going to be a party.
Okay.
So we've got a DJ, we've got giveaways, Visa cards to grocery cards, and then we have the talent. So we have 12 of some of the most talented people in the region, singers, songwriters, musicians. And then we have DeCorey Johnson from America's Got Talent and Layla Spring from American Idol. So it's really going to be a great time.
So, Waterfront Park, it's one of those, places when I have visitors from out of town, I say, you've got to see Waterfront Park. Not only is it beautiful, some folks may not be aware of the expansion, the additions of late. Katie, talk a little bit about that because there's a lot to chat about.
Yeah, so I truly believe that Waterfront Park is the crown jewel of the city. It's Louisville's front door. It's a beautiful park. In late March, we were fortunate that we were able to open up Playport, which is the expansion, westward expansion of the park, and it has. Have you been there yet?
Oh yeah, I've been there.
It's been great.
It's amazing because it has this kind of cool construction.
Yeah, it's very
feel. It's
authentic,
kind of educational.
Yeah, authentic construction, river themed, and it has been so well received by the community. Everyone I talked to is like, gosh, we just went to that park. There's nothing like it. There really isn't. So we really wanted to bring in the river aspect. Worked with Weber Group and the Kentucky Science Center on creating like QR codes on different things to make sure kids know how things work. So it's definitely educational. But that has been a really fun expansion for us, something to talk about.
Back to the 4th of July celebration. All right, Juju,
Yes.
entertainment-wise, you mentioned regional talent.
Yes.
I would think that with all the options that are available for folks who have talent, and you, of course, know many of these people, the backdrop of the river and the beauty of the waterfront, they've got to love working there.
It's really incredible. We do an audition thanks to KPA. We're able to do an audition, and then we have people send in some really great talent, of course, as you know, in this region. But the ability to expose them to 10,000 people, it's really, for a lot of them, a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Get out there, perform, like you said, with the backdrop of the river in front of 10,000 people. It's really great for everybody. And it brings the community together, which is the other thing when we were planning it that we're really excited about.
And Katie, every year you do a 4th of July celebration, and people, I'm sure, they're wowed, but this may be even bigger. What is the reason for that? More of a partnership with Louisville Metro, or what's going on here?
Yeah, I mean, we have had a long-standing tradition of celebrating the holiday at Waterfront over 20 years. And people just gravitate towards the river and expect to see fireworks with Thunder and with what we're doing. And the Bats do the fireworks a lot. So we are very fortunate for the Metro government support this year and coming through and sponsoring. And we have, you don't hear the word free often anymore. So this is a free, family-friendly free event. Thanks to our sponsors, Ford, Brown-Forman, Cozair, kids. There's a whole kids activation area, face painting. We'll have a foam party, bounce houses, Jug Band Jubilee, Friends of Waterfront Park.
My goodness.
Yeah, there's a lot. We have all these food trucks. I'm sure some of them will be there on Friday. Definitely supporting the local food trucks. We also have your festival favorites from Savory, of course, so corn dogs and funnel cakes and chicken tenders and fries. So there's something for everyone.
And hundreds of dollars of giveaways as well.
Yeah, hundreds of the giveaways will be something fun and interactive with the crowd. So yeah, we're excited. The forecast looks good. Last year it rained right before we opened. So if it's July 4th, it's going to be hot. But thanks to all of our labor unions, they have a cooling station tent. So we'll have free water, some Gatorades, fans, misting fans. So we understand the heat can always, be hot. So we're there to cool off. too.
Obviously, as you mentioned, there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
Family-friendly event.
Yeah.
Food, drink, plenty. So tell me about some of the, and I hate to bring down the vibe here, but some of the regulations as far as road closings, things not to bring, what to bring.
Yeah. So thank you for bringing that up. So no pets. Leave your pets at home.
Okay.
Obviously, fireworks. They don't like fireworks. No outside food. No alcohol. No drones. Don't bring your own tents. No tents. No outside fireworks. Like I said, leave that to the professionals. But do bring a blanket. Do bring a chair. Plan to stay a while. And bring a refillable water bottle so that you can fill it up at the Labor Union hydration station. River Road will be closed starting at 4 p.m. that day. But again, people find their way to the Big Four lawn. I'm always amazed how people find their way. I do want to mention the Big Four Bridge will close at 8 p.m. and will open up after the fireworks show, just because we have the fireworks show so close by. So if you need to get to and from Indiana, make sure it's before 8 p.m. I know Jeffersonville has something going on the other side of the river, which is great. I love the bookends of activity happening.
Sure.
But yeah, just come with a good time and plan to stay till the end.
And I would assume, Juju, bring your dancing shoes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We want to see you on the floor.
Oh, I'll be there. I'm ready to roll.
Keep in mind, next year is the semi-quincentennial. Did I say that right? Anybody know? Fact check me maybe, but it's the 250th birthday of America next year. So,
whoa.
Yeah, semi-quincentennial. So you think July 4th will be big this year? It'll be definitely celebrated in a big way next year all around the country, hopefully in Louisville.
Katie, always a pleasure.
Yeah, good to see you.
Juju, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate the talent that you're bringing to Louisville.
Yeah.
And we will see you 4th of July at Waterfront Park. Be there, family friendly. But right now, we are live and we're coming to you from Food Truck Wednesday, right between Jefferson and Market on 4th Street. Come on down and join us on Louisville Now. Welcome back to Louisville Now. I am joined now by the man who is revitalizing the city. So many great things happening. Mayor Craig Greenberg joins us now. And Mayor, this is one of the fun events. This is Food Truck Wednesday is something that really, to me, is a perk for people who work downtown.
Yeah, it's great, particularly on a beautiful day like today in the shade before a holiday weekend. It's wonderful to get out and about. We're doing so much to improve downtown and having great programs and events like this with great food, local vendors. I love it.
We're getting ready for a big 4th of July celebration down on the waterfront. And from what I understand, bigger and better than ever. There was a void that needed to be filled. Thunder over Louisville.
That's right.
Yeah, we missed it, but hey, the fireworks are coming.
That's right, and there are a lot of choices. Of course, we've got the great fireworks down at Waterfront. There's going to be a big community celebration on the 4th. The Bats are playing tonight, and so there'll be fireworks there. Or not tonight. Tomorrow night there'll be fireworks there as well. Riverview Park in the southwest part of our city is having a great event. Paristown is having, there are lots of great 4th of July celebrations. Norton Common has a 4th of July parade. So there's a great activity happening all around the city.
Yeah, I think we talked to Rebecca Flyshaker, and I know this is important to you. It's one thing to lure in businesses and to retain businesses, and that's all important. But it also, we want Louisville to be a great place to live. Quality of place is important to you.
Oh, absolutely, and that's why I want people to have great experiences like Food Truck Wednesdays downtown. Want people to have great experiences in their communities. I was just last weekend at Algonquin Park and seeing all these families and young people enjoying this beautiful new pool that we just opened this season in Algonquin Park. Every part of our city should have great, unique experiences. That's what Louisville's about. We're a great city of unique neighborhoods.
Okay, we're doing this live here on Louisville Now. So there is a proclamation that you're going to give, and from what I understand, it's somewhat of a surprise. I wanted to see if we could get Ramiro over here. Perhaps we get Ramiro, come on over. This is a special surprise because sometimes citizens of Louisville like Ramiro step up when there's a need, and he's certainly done that. Mayor, tell us a little bit about this proclamation, and this man certainly deserves it.
Well, I wanted to come over here today, one, because it's Food Truck Wednesday, but also to really thank Ramiro because, of course, you have great food that my family and I really enjoy.
Thank you.
But you all also, you take the extra step and go above and beyond.
We did.
And when the floods happen, that's just the latest example. When the floods happened and we had hundreds of people with 24-hour notice coming down to the waterfront to help us pick up and recover in record time after that historic flood, you were down there also with your crew. You were feeding people. You do that time and time again for volunteers in our community, for first responders. And so, Ramiro, I know this is a surprise to you, but I wanted you to know that today, in honor of everything that you and your colleagues are doing, we are proclaiming today as Ramiro's Cantina Day across the entire city of Louisville.
Thank you so much.
for what you do.
No,
Thank you so much.
Ramiro,
This is my day.
This has to be touching for you, but you know what? You're one of those citizens that you stepped up when it was a time of need. What inspired you to feed folks and give it away for people who are doing good?
We have always been that way towards the city. When Mayfield happened,
You were there.
we went there 3 times. Hazard happened, we were there twice. And we were doing 1,000 meals a day. We just don't stop. If it happens in your neighborhood, I'll be at your neighborhood. And that's what we do. I mean, he doesn't call me and say, hey, Ramiro, I need your food truck. I get in and I go.
Yeah, you know, Mayor, I like to think that we're all very giving. You know, this city, I think that's the essence of our city is the people and people like Ramiro. How important is that? It's hard to get out and say, hey, folks, jump in. But that is part of it. It's like, hey, don't be a complainer. Jump in and be a part of the solution, right?
You know, I get asked that all the time about what's unique about our city. And of course, we've got great bourbon. We've got great horse racing. We're the hometown of Muhammad Ali. We've got amazing parks. But what I truly believe is the secret sauce for Louisville, it's our people. It's people like Ramiro that come together, particularly when we have challenging times. And we know we've had a lot over the past 5 or so years in our city that come together and help others out and show their love and support. So thank you so much.
Well, I see you everywhere, so thank you.
Thank you.
You know, Ramiro, the thank yous are great and the proclamation is fabulous, but I think you should feed our mayor. He's been working pretty hard.
We'll talk in what?
I always have
6
great
more
meals
years?
at Ramiro, so.
All right.
No,
Ramiro,
thank you.
Congratulations
Thank you.
to you, and thanks
Wow.
for all you do.
No, thank you.
Thanks, Ramiro, and thank you, John.
And Mayor, I am fortunate to watch you work. Thanks for all you
Thanks
do,
a
man.
lot.
You're working hard.
Thank you.
All right, Mayor Craig Greenberg, a special proclamation for someone, a community member who stepped in a time of need. Hey, be part of that. Once again, we're coming to you live, Food Truck Wednesday. It is Louisville Now.
Hi there. I love connecting with nature, some alone time, good food, and spending time with you. Find your perfect mate with Louisville Metro Animal Services. Schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to Louisville Now. It is Food Truck Wednesday. We are located between Jefferson and Market on 4th Street. And for those of you who like to throw a good party, you know you need delicious food. We have that with the food trucks that are present. And you need great entertainment. The name of the band, Don't Call Me Lady. We've been fortunate to be able to hear them. They sound fabulous, definitely adding to the positive vibe here. The name of the band, Don't Call Me Lady, and let me see, Andy and Hollis, right? Let me see, Andy and Hollis, right?
Yes. Andy Hollis, this is BJ, and this is
Cecilia.
Okay, so Don't Call Me Lady. If I was to describe the music that you play, how would I describe that?
We are genre benders, so we take stuff you already know and make it a little bit different, and then we write a little bit of everything. So it's a very cross genre.
I was not familiar with some of the tunes, but I caught myself dancing a little bit. It sounded great. So tell me a little bit about your history. How were you created?
We started as a duo a few years back doing karaoke, and then we decided that we wanted to use our instrument talents, and we found these two people that are absolutely fantastic throughout the year. So it's been about 3 years of just wonderful building with everybody.
BJ's been with us about a year, and Celia's been with us about, 3-4 months now?
Doing amazing.
So you guys, relatively newcomers compared to these two because it started as a duo. Yep. Tell me about the enjoyment that you get when you come to an event like this and you see people enjoying your music.
Yeah, I mean, I really love seeing people just come alive, dancing along, or the little sway, even stuff just while they're eating, not even paying full attention, but
Those
being
sick
able.
drum beats.
Yeah.
We're always keeping an eye out for those little taps that you don't really notice unless you're noticing, because that means people's enjoying it and they don't realize it yet.
Oh yeah, there you go. You know, it's nice because when they're enjoying food, there is a lot to be said for some background music that does keep you skipping and tapping and doing all that good stuff. So, I want to tell me a little bit about the music scene here in Louisville. Your thoughts.
The music scene in Louisville is honestly an amazing thing. I just love seeing people come together, and you get so much of that in Louisville. And in days like these, you really need that. It's a beautiful thing.
You know, coming from someone like myself, and I can see you share this sentiment. I love Louisville, and I think we've got a wealth of talent here. So when you go out into Louisville and you're recommending places to go, maybe it's a music venue, perhaps a restaurant, talk to me about your love for Louisville and where you send your visitors.
Well, all of us actually met at Flanagan's.
Go Flanagan's!
Flanagan's does an open mic, and that's how we reeled these two in.
Flanagan's fights for the music community too. Whenever there's something that needs to be done, Flanagan's is always at the forefront of fighting to make sure that we can keep doing what we do.
Yeah. And then, of course, headliners can't be beat. We've seen a lot of good people at headliners, but we love Flanagan's.
Melwood Tavern. But yeah, Flanagan's.
And for those who haven't experienced a Food Truck Wednesday, an event like this that has it all, you know, great food and great entertainment, how would you describe it? What would you tell folks on a beautiful day like today?
Oh, it's wonderful out here. There's
Come
a nice
eat.
breeze. The atmosphere is amazing. All these people are happy. They're fed, and they get to listen to good
smell
music.
alone.
Oh, it's making me hungry, and I only got 5-minute break. So.
Well, I don't want to hold you up. I want to make sure you can get something to eat. But, okay, a little sample, a little harmonizing here. Come on, give me something. Come on. Come on, you can do it.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Oh, that warms my heart. Well, I came out here expecting to get my taste buds satisfied, but you know, I got the extra entertainment. That was great harmony. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Don't Call Me Lady, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they want to know where you guys are playing, how can they find you?
Oh, we actually have a release coming up July 26th, so we will have a new song out on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. You can find us anywhere. You can type in Don't Call Me Lady.
If you follow us, you'll know exactly where we'll be, and we want you as part of our internet family. We would be so thankful.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations to all of you for bringing the entertainment, bringing the joy here to Food Truck Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, the name of the band once again, Don't Call Me Lady. Come on down, you still got some time. Food Truck Wednesday, and it's happening between Jefferson and Market on 4th Street, and we are Louisville Now. Louisville Now, welcome back. We're bringing you all the excitement, all the delicious food, and all the tasty beverages. And we're right down here. If you haven't made it down yet, you've got to come to a Food Truck Wednesday. We're between Jefferson and Market on 4th Street, and it's not a party unless you have Lorna's Lemonade. And this is the Lorna. Lorna, thank you for joining us.
No problem. I'm Lorna of Lorna's Really Good Lemonade, and I'm here every Wednesday. The food trucks change, but I don't. It's not just a drink, it's an experience. And as you can see, this blackberry that I'm holding is frozen. It's frozen because I only use 3 ingredients: fresh fruit, spring water, and sugar. It's frozen to preserve the freshness and to make sure you get an icy cold drink on a warm day like today.
Boy, Lorna, you've got it down. Okay, so not only is this delicious, not only were your taste buds, thank you, but also it makes you look younger, makes you feel better. I mean, this is really a magic elixir, right?
Oh yeah, it is magic. Anything my hands touch is magic. And not only do I have the traditional flavors of strawberry and classic and blackberry, I also have watermelon dill pickle, pina colada, honey ginger, and mango pineapple. I have a lot of over 25 different flavors. So come on down and visit Lorna's Really Good Lemonade under the purple tent between Jefferson and Market Street on 4th Street every Wednesday from 11 to 2.
Now, if someone's watching and they're interested in having Laura's Really Good Lemonade at maybe their event, how do they find you? How do they get a hold of you, Lorna?
You can reach me at lornasreallygoodlemonade.com, or you can always text and leave a message at 502-309-9049.
So summertime, that's like, you're like Santa Claus during Christmas. You're busy, aren't you?
Oh yes, I stay busy. The Really Good Lemonade.
Well, it really, I appreciate the fresh fruit, the spring water, all the ingredients, and as I said, it's the answer to all of your problems, I think, Lorna.
Oh, it is. It really is. You can't make it without lemonade.
All right, Lorna of Lorna's Really Good Lemonade. You can get a hold of her, as she mentioned, online, and it is delicious. Once again, Food Truck Wednesday, and we'll be right back. We are Louisville Now. Copper wire theft is robbing us of our safety. Thieves are targeting our essential infrastructure, darkening roadways, disrupting emergency services, shutting down internet networks, and causing over $1 million in damages just last year. Copper wire theft is illegal. Mayor Craig Greenberg's Copper Wire Theft Task Force is getting results, but your help is needed. If you see something suspicious, call Crime Stoppers at 502-582-CLUE. You could get a $5,000 reward. Welcome back to Louisville Now. I was enjoying the festivities a bit too much, and I'm going to make my way here shortly to one of these food trucks. This is Ramiro's. We also have a food truck over here called Three Daughters. So no matter what you're hankering for, what you feel like, it's all available here. Food Truck Wednesday is something we do every Wednesday during the summer, and at different locations, move around a little bit, but right now, as we mentioned, we're between Jefferson and Market on 4th Street. We've got live entertainment, we've got delicious lemonade, we have some, the mayor is here enjoying some of the food, and as we said, the goal of this is to give downtown folks some perks, make them happy, make them excited about working downtown. Maybe they can meet some colleagues and network a little bit and do it in an atmosphere that's so enjoyable.
Hey, I'm so excited to meet you. I love running in the park, belly rubs, long walks on the beach, and spending time with you. Find your perfect mate with Louisville Metro Animal Services. Schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to Louisville Now. You know, we've talked about the delicious lemonade of Lorna. We've talked about the entertainment, but the star of the show are these food trucks. Three Daughters food truck. This is Tommy Hayden. It is his truck. Okay, first of all, it's pretty obvious you have 3 daughters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 of them. Shout out to Victoria, Isabella, and Elena.
Okay, now tell us about your menu and maybe some of the items here. That it smells delicious, I have to tell you, Tommy.
I appreciate that. So I do a mix of Korean and Mexican. So I got some traditional quesadilla tacos and then a bulgogi rice bowl. So a mix of Korean and Korean and Mexican. So
tell me about some of the challenges of owning a food truck. Coming to events like this, obviously you're making people happy. You're making a downtown more vibrant. But tell me about some of the challenges for you, Tommy.
Some of the challenges is getting your name out there, and that's the biggest thing. Reaching out to the vendors, because it's normally 3 to 6 months before the event. So getting those contacts, things like that. Parking can be hard sometimes down here, but no, City of Louisville, Norton's Hospital has been taking good care of us, so we appreciate that.
I'm curious, Tommy, if someone's watching, say they live in St. Matthews, Middletown, perhaps they're on the west part of town, wherever it may be, the south end, and they want to have you at their event. They want Three Daughters Food Truck. How do they get a hold of you? How does that work?
We have social media on Instagram and Facebook, and phone numbers on there. Just reach out on there. We'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Okay, what's your most popular menu item? I'm curious, Tommy.
Honestly, it's a mix between either of these two, the quesadilla tacos or the bulgogi rice bowl. We also do bulgogi and kimchi tacos and quesadillas, a couple versions of the rice bowl.
It's a different lifestyle. It's one thing to own a restaurant, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of similarities between a food truck and a restaurant, but it is a little bit different, isn't it? I mean, I would think it's fun because you're in a new location almost every day, right?
Very, very much so. And then when you're, I worked at a couple of different corporate restaurants, and when you're a chef in the back, you don't get to talk to the guests very much, but I get to talk to the guests all day long, get names, have conversations. It's a lot of fun.
Where did you learn to cook like this? Because I'm telling you, if it tastes as good as it smells, that is delicious. What's your background?
I actually went to culinary school here at Sullivan. I worked at the O'Shea's family. I worked at Avalon. Gordon Beersley just closed down. This right here, the quesadilla came from my mother-in-law. It was her recipe. She let me try it. Once I had it, I was like, I got to put it on the truck. The bulgogi is something I grew up with all my life and loved it and wanted to share that with everybody else. So.
Once again, Three Daughters Food Truck. He is Tommy Hayden. He is the owner and operator with three beautiful daughters. Come on down and taste the delicious food. Food Truck Wednesday. Thank you for joining us on Louisville Now.